If you're watching this right now, you're likely dealing with something most people can't even begin to understand. The voices that won't stop, the sudden burns, the pressure, the fatigue that makes even sitting still feel like a battle. This isn't paranoia. This is psychological warfare. And it's real. But this isn't just coming from your neighbours or local police. No, the people behind this have power. These are elites, hidden hands, operating through tech companies, private contractors, intelligence networks. And they're targeting you because you're a threat to the system. You question too much, you see too clearly, and they hate that. Just watching this video takes strength. So stay with me, because in this video I'm going to give you clarity, peace, and the reminder that you are not alone. Together, we'll look at 18 of the most extreme psychological warfare tactics used in gang stalking, and why they're being used on people like you. Let's get into it. 1. Voice to skull, V2K. You hear voices that no one else can hear. They speak to you. They mock you. Sometimes they even know your thoughts before you say them. This is not imagination. It's known as voice to skull or V2K, using microwave frequencies. These voices are transmitted directly into your head, not through your ears, but through resonance inside your skull. The goal: to confuse you, to isolate you, to make everyone else believe that what you're hearing is just in your mind. But it's not, and you're not the only one. 2. MK Ultra conditioning. If you feel like you've been mentally rewired, like your mind has been broken down and reassembled by force, you may be experiencing MK Ultra style psychological conditioning. Trauma based, repetitive, subtle at times, brutal at others. This tactic uses stress, manipulation, even symbols and triggers to fragment your thoughts and bend your identity. You weren't born broken. This was done to you. But what they didn't account for was your ability to fight your way back. 3. The echo chamber. Ever notice the same phrases repeating, strangers mimicking your private thoughts, your own words echoed back to you from the mouths of people you don't know? That's not coincidence. That's the echo chamber. Through algorithms, surveillance, and coordinated scripts, they flood your environment with repetition to convince you you're being watched from all sides. The goal is to break your trust in your surroundings and eventually in your own mind. 4. Implants. Maybe you felt a strange sensation beneath your skin, or you've noticed odd interference in your body. Pain, buzzing, vibrations you can't explain. Some targeted individuals have reported covert implants, microchips or nanotech inserted without consent. Devices used to track, influence or even transmit into your nervous system. They deny it exists. But patents tell a different story. And you're living the reality. 5. Street theatre. You walk down the street and suddenly someone starts arguing loudly next to you or laughing at something. That sounds eerily specific. This is street theatre. Staged events, scripted encounters, meant to provoke, confuse and emotionally exhaust you. They're not random, they're not deliberate. But here's the truth. Your reaction is what they're after. The moment you stop feeding it, it starts to lose power. 6. Black bag operations. You come home and something feels off. Not stolen, not broken, but moved slightly, as if someone wanted you to know they were there. This is called a black bag operation. Covert break-ins, silent entry. They won't take much, but they'll let you know you're being watched, to make you feel unsafe, even in your own home. But remember, fear is the objective. Awareness is your weapon. 7. Microwave burns. You wake up with strange red marks, your skin stings, your muscles aches, and there's a burn no doctor can explain. These are microwave burns caused by exposure to pulsed energy weapons. You didn't bump into anything. You're being hit. These attacks can be carried out remotely from nearby buildings, vehicles, even satellites. The goal is to weaken your immune system, rob you of sleep, and keep your body in a constant state of distress. Covering windows with RF blocking materials, grounding yourself daily, and removing all smart tech from your bedroom can reduce exposure. 8. Directed energy weapons, DEWs. Have you ever felt sudden heat at a specific area of your body, or a vibration deep in your bones? You may be experiencing a directed energy weapon attack. These devices emit focused beams of radiation or sonic pressure to cause pain, disorientation, or organ damage. They are silent, invisible, denied by most governments, but to the target, they are very real. Some report relief by creating a shielded sleeping area, using grounded copper mesh or carbon blankets. Others rotate sleeping locations frequently to avoid becoming a stationary target. 9. Microwave auditory effects. It's called the Frey effect, discovered in the 1960s. Certain microwave frequencies can cause the perception of sound inside your skull. It's real, it's documented, and it's used. If you hear clicking, tones, or mechanical speech that seems to come from inside your head, that's not a symptom, that's a signal. You're not alone in hearing it. Thousands have reported the same. Protect your environment, reduce RF exposure, and document every incident. 10. Schizophrenia conditioning. One of the most sinister tactics of all is psychological framing. They create symptoms, voices, paranoia, confusion, and then gaslight you into believing you're mentally ill. This is schizophrenia conditioning. It weaponizes psychiatry to erase your credibility and silence your voice. Remember, just because they label it doesn't mean it's true. You are experiencing attacks, not delusions. Stay grounded in your truth, keep records, and avoid revealing your experiences to professionals who are trained only to diagnose, not to believe. 11. Extreme gaslighting by medical and legal systems. You go to a doctor, you tell them what's happening, they smirk. You go to the police, and they write it off as paranoia. This is institutional gaslighting, a coordinated effort to make you question your own sanity. These systems work together to discredit and isolate you, but don't let that stop you from protecting yourself. Find trauma-informed professionals. Document all interactions. And know that just because they wear a badge or carry a title doesn't mean they work for you. 12. Operation Wandering Soul. In Vietnam, the US military used a tactic called Operation Wandering Soul. They played eerie voices over loudspeakers at night to mimic the cries of lost spirits. It was psychological warfare, and it worked. Today, the same concept is used against targets. Ghost voices, eerie sounds, whispers, often combined with V2K or synthetic telepathy. It's designed to make you question the boundary between this world and the next. Grounding yourself in spiritual clarity and understand that this tactic can take its power away. 13. Voice of God technology. This is the Apex, the Voice of God weapon, a system designed to implant thoughts, speech or divine messages directly into a person's mind, bypassing all external sound. Targets may hear commands, believe they're being contacted by a higher power, or even feel they're being possessed. The goal is to fracture your spiritual identity, to control your beliefs, to break your will. But once you know it's a tool and not a revelation, you can reclaim your power. Your mind is yours. Your spirit is not for sale. 14. Surveillance cameras and satellite tracking. Maybe you've noticed cameras popping up on lampposts, in unmarked vehicles, or even in your own neighborhood, pointed directly at your home. Or strange aircraft that seem to follow you no matter where you go. These are not accidents. Targets often report constant monitoring by CCTV, drones and even satellites. The goal is to rob you of privacy, to make you self-censor. Every move watched, every word calculated. But awareness is power. You can reclaim your life by limiting smart devices, blocking visual lines of sight, and using decoys or misdirection to throw off surveillance patterns. 15. Aircraft harassment, gang stalking by air. You hear them before you see them. Low-flying helicopters, unmarked planes, circling again and again. You move, they follow. You sleep, they hover. This is airborne psychological pressure, designed not to kill, but to exhaust. It's a message. We're watching, always. But aircraft harassment relies on your fear. Recognize it as a scare tactic, not omnipotence. The sky does not belong to them. 16. Electronic harassment and remote neural monitoring. You're feeling drained, your thoughts feel hijacked, like someone is inside your head. This is electronic harassment. and its darker twin, remote neural monitoring. Technology that reads and influences brainwaves from a distance, using EMF fields and silent frequencies. It's designed to monitor your thoughts, distort your emotions, and even simulate pain, all without leaving a mark. You're not imagining this. You're experiencing real, targeted manipulation. Protection starts with reducing your exposure. Unplug smart tech, shield your space with copper mesh or carbon materials, and ground yourself daily. But most of all, learn to guard your inner dialogue. Practice thought discipline. Your mind is sacred, and the more aware you are, the less power they have. 17. AI monitoring and synthetic telepathy. Some targets say the voices start to change. They sound more robotic, faster, cold, calculated. This may be AI-driven harassment, a neural interface designed to respond to your thoughts in real time. Synthetic telepathy. The end game: control not just your environment, but your inner world. But your mind is sovereign. Practice silent thought, mindfulness, even encryption of thought, creating mental shields or visualizing barriers. You are not a node on their network. You are human. (18) Sleep disruption tactics. When they can't break you with fear, they break your rest. Loud sounds at night, sudden vibrations, dreams that feel implanted. Sleep disruption weakens your immunity, your mood, your memory. It's one of their most common tactics, one of the hardest to endure. Protect your sleep. Use blackout curtains, analog clocks, EMF shielding, and unplug all devices. Rotate sleeping spots. Practice deep breathing before bed. Your rest is a weapon. Don't let them take it. You didn't choose this, but something about you made them feel threatened. Your awareness, your truth, your light. The people behind this: psychopaths, controllers, miserable souls who need to dominate others to feel alive, but they can't control someone who knows who they are. That's your power. Connect with others who understand. Stay grounded in reality, not the one they've distorted, but yours. Cleanse your body, clear your mind, and guard your spirit. You're not broken, you're targeted, but you're also awakening. And once you awaken, there's no going back. If this video resonated with you, you're not alone. I've been a target of gang stalking for over 13 years, and I've spent years studying the tactics, healing the trauma, and helping others to do the same. Through that journey, I built this online community to support people like you, people who were never meant to fit the system because they see through it. If you need direct support, I offer private coaching, strategies, validation, and tools that actually work for targeted individuals. You'll find the link below. Please like, comment, and subscribe to help this message reach others. And thank you for watching. Stay sharp, stay grounded, and remember, you're not crazy. You're being targeted. And you're not alone.